Good evening, everybody. Today I'm gonna present not text behind the wheel. I choose the teenager because most of the time we have the accident, and the accident happens because of the teenager do not pay attention what they're doing, either that or they be texting when they're driving, or the music so loud, or they be on the phone because they think they have experience, and they think they know, and they don't know. So when you're driving with a music blast, when you phone on your ear, or when you're distracting texting, this is just 3 seconds, and 3 seconds everything can happen. What happened is, teenagers do not understand that part. That's why it's really important for us as adults to explain it to them when we buy the car for either our son or our nephews or our friends doesn't have any kids. It's important to let them know to, hey, talk to your son, talk to your friend's son, so they know how they're gonna drive and what is the major important when you have this on your hands. um this distraction is, it have consequent irreversible consequence. Why irreversible consequence? Because if they have an accident and something happened and somebody died, you can bring that person back, unfortunately. So now you put in people on the street. You have your people on the street who, because of you having, you was texting, or you was talking to somebody, or you was mad and you was having the music loud, you don't pay attention, now you cause that accident. Now what we can do? We can do nothing, unfortunately. So that's why we have to really pay attention when we have the wheel on our hands. The inexperience. The inexperience is really popular because the teenager, they think they know when they don't know nothing. I found really interesting pictures on Instagram. This teenager, it was 18 years old. He was driving 100 miles per hour, and he's not only was the person who died in the accident. The other person that got the accident with it, they both passed away. Both a teenager, and I'm gonna show you how bad it was, the accident. That was the car that got the accident. It was total loss. That's the street when they had the accident, and that was the other car with the person, the second person. It was dead too. So what would I say? The real impact, the tragic it's coming. Tragedics is coming because, like I said, the texting, the injury, everything can happen. You might don't pass away today, but you maybe lost your leg, you can maybe lose your hands, you can maybe have really bad accident, you can cause a license suspension, and when you cause a license suspension, it's really hard for you to get it back. What we can, sometimes we can stop to causing that. And when you think you cannot control the text, something we can do it, we can put the phone and do not disturb. If you think the phone is gonna disturbing for something, and you about to drive or take a trip somewhere else, you can put your phone and do not disturb. That will help you a lot. Something really good to put the point on this is the signal. We don't see when the stop sign. When we see the stop sign, we gotta stop for 3 seconds. When they say do not make a right on the red, please do not make a right on the left, because what happens when you make a right on the left, when you make a right on when the signal are red, the people when they're coming from the other side, you can cause an accident with that. And like I said, my favorite word is do not let a text to be your last word. Choose to drive mindful and live fully. So that means do not prefer to text somebody instead of pay attention in the road, what are you doing, or what happened in front of you, or what happened behind you. Because what? That's not the only problem. If you're not putting your life at a consequence, you put in all the people's life as a consequence. Let's think about the minors, the senior, the people who are sometimes 80 years old and they still driving. And because you think you're faster than them, you just wanna get in front of them, and that can be very scared because they're already old and they may be scared of the speed and they can break the car. Now they're breaking the car in front of you. Now you having an accident with that old person that maybe can survive if you have a bump in the head or something happened to them. So let's think about it when you drive, before you drive. My mom is in the street, my dad is in the street, my sister's in the street, so respect the street. And leave it all. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you enjoy my video. And like I said, don't let the text to be your last word of your life. Thank you.